emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy, or physically healthy if you're not sleeping, and you're probably not taking your sleep seriously. I'm going to prove it to you right now. Rate your sleep from 1 to 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. You're probably going to say between 4 and 6. You're probably 1 or 2. Every time somebody comes to me and we do a simple quiz on their sleep, it turns out to be between 1 and 3, really. I'll be honest. But we think we're sleeping better than we are. There is no mental health without proper sleep. Like, I will repeat this, I don't know, till like one day I'm not here on this planet anymore. I'm looking at my notes here. I want to make sure we cover everything. So if you're waking up tired, we need to talk about it. This has a lot to do with your central nervous system. A lot of times people are feeling wired at night. They're like scrolling on the phone, doing things, they cannot sleep, they're wired, and then in the morning they feel tired, no matter how much sleep they got. The quantity, yes, it matters, but quality is more important. So are you dreaming? Are you actually feeling restful? And if you're not, you have to take this seriously, because most of the people say, I just want to feel happy. All I want to do is, feel happy in my life. Well, there is no mental health without proper sleep. Your body is probably in the low level stress mode all the time. Okay? So you might have tried earlier bedtimes, you might have tried better nutrition, you might have tried eating things like tart cherries or pistachios before bed because you heard they have melatonin. You might have tried more coffee, less coffee, but you're just not sleeping well. That is a chronic dysregulation of your nervous system, okay? I used to believe I was an insomniac until I regulated my nervous system, and this is why I'm here talking about it, because I want you to sleep. If you crash middle afternoon, if you're like running on more coffee, if you feel like you need more energy, this is for you. Let's talk about coffee just for a minute. Yeah, I know it may be your best friend, but here's the thing. Coffee is not just creating more energy out of nothing. We know from physics that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just transforms from one form to the other. So what happens is you're drinking coffee, and think of it as it's borrowing your energy from later. So then later comes, you feel more tired, you're getting more coffee, you're borrowing more energy from later. And it just goes like that in a circle. When the nighttime comes and your body's not letting you sleep because it thinks that there's a perceived danger. And if there's a perceived danger for your central nervous system, it is never going to let you get restful sleep. Unless you're at that point that you're so exhausted that there's like no other way. It makes no sense for your central nervous system to let you get proper restful sleep if there's perceived danger. If you're under stress, if you have a dysregulated nervous system, chronically dysregulated nervous system, your body will not let you rest. So you get up the next day, you have one more coffee, another coffee. Coffee is a diuretic, by the way, so you're getting dehydrated at the same time that you are borrowing your energy from later on. And again, I'm not guilting, shaming, or judging you here. I've done this myself, and I've learned how to properly manage my sleep, and I teach this to my clients. This is what I want to share with you, because I'll say it again, there is no mental health without proper sleep. Like, you cannot be mentally healthy or emotionally healthy. You cannot feel calm and peaceful if your system is dysregulated, if you're not sleeping well. All right. So your adrenal glands are exhausted because it's producing adrenaline at even low doses at all times. This is very common for women because we get adrenaline from adrenal glands. Men get most of it from testosterone, some from adrenals as well. This is why we have to operate differently. We have to get more rest. Ladies who still have their cycles, you actually need more sleep around your cycles. This is why we're feeling tired. But we're trying to run on this, hustle show. We're trying to sleep for 6 hours because you've heard things like, sleep less, work more. You can actually get more done with more sleep and more rest because your brain will function better. And I will say it again, there is no mental health without proper sleep. This is why I want you to think of your sleep as the most important thing from now on. So let's work on it this week, okay? There's a couple more things I want to talk about when it comes to dysregulated nervous system. Just to explain again why it will never let you sleep. If there's perceived danger for your nervous system, it makes no difference if there's a bear in front of you about to attack you, or you're thinking about an argument you had 10 years ago that you're still upset about, okay? Your nervous system is basic. And it only cares to help you survive. So if there's perceived danger, such as there's a bear in front of me that could attack me at any time, it makes no sense that you're going to get restful sleep. We have to go through restful sleep. This is when we actually get to restore our body. The body sleeps to restore, to heal. This is where aches and pains heal. This is where the body can heal diseases or conditions that you might have even been told you cannot heal from. Hi there, Radmila. See you. So it's not that your adrenals are broken, it's that they're running on overtime. This is as if you're hitting on the gas pedal all the time without stopping to check for gas, without stopping to check for oil, without stopping to check for anything, while your car is giving you signals. Your body's always communicating with you. So how far do you think your car would go if you're always on the gas pedal without stopping to check for anything for days, right? It's not going to work well. So even if you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, is that quality sleep? Well, are you dreaming? Okay, dreams are a huge sign. When you're dreaming, you are in restorative sleep. Now, if they're nightmares, we have to talk about that too. You want to make sure that you have a good sleep hygiene prior to bed and that you are maintaining that for at least a while till your body can shift into rest. So meditation, using something like gua sha for your face, taking a hot bath or hot shower really helps relax. Let's see what else. Getting away from scrolling on the phone late at night. Okay, so what the phone is projecting is LED light, and that LED light is confusing your brain with that white light because your brain doesn't know when to produce melatonin. It's getting confused, thinking that the sun is still up. So if you're on the phone, make sure you get an app that is going to remove the LED light for you. You also have to make sure you're working with your central nervous system to make sure it's feeling safe. And remember, each word is like a command to your body. So what you want to do is place hands on your heart, right? Take a deep breath. Tell yourself, I am safe. It's safe to relax right now. It's safe to rest, right? Telling yourself things like that will actually create a command over time for your body so that your body can get into restful sleep. So look into this week. Look into your sleep habits. How are you sleeping? Rate it from 1 to 10 and then start getting one number better. We're not trying to jump to 10 being the best sleep ever, although it'd be great for everybody to sleep well. Look into mouth taping if you've never heard of that. How dark is your room? How hot or cold is your room? All of these things matter. But don't get overwhelmed with all of these things I'm saying. Just pick 1 or 2 things that you're going to work on for this week. I really would love for you to just work on focusing on regulating your nervous system. One thing that you can do also before bedtime is a little bit of movement when you're sitting down and moving left to right and then right to left. It's signaling to your body that it's time to relax. You can fake yawn. Most of the times it turns into a real yawn. You can put your hands behind your back and only see your fingers. Put your hands behind your back. Stretch it out. Those are all the things that seem so simple, but you can do them at any time, especially before bedtime, so your body learns how to relax. And then evaluate how you're feeling throughout the day. Are you starting to recognize the low level stress? Are you starting to recognize the anxiety filled thoughts? What are you watching? What are you hearing? Like, there's so many components to this, and they don't have to be hard. A change can happen instantly. We just need the right tools. So if you're interested in learning more, obviously, thank you, Radmila. Thank you. Subscribe and follow for more. I'm showing up here almost daily at this point to offer you advice, just in quick snippets. If you are wanting to dive deeper, you can always reach out for coaching, and I do have a 7-day intensive coming up in July. That's when we're going to reset your central nervous system and make a change within 7 days, because it is possible. It just has to be done in a safe environment, in the right environment, and you have to be ready for that. So I hope you learned something new today. Pay attention to your sleep, because there is no mental health without proper sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow.